Hi, I'm Dr. Russell Friedman, Alterna Health Solutions and founder of QSM3. Today, I would like to give a message to the doctors out there on the dynamic process of correcting a spine, opening up the body, opening up the myofascial envelope, and reducing resistance, breaking resistance as easily as possible, and the second piece is as thoroughly as possible. Just like a batting swing, just like a golf swing, just like a martial arts, it is not a 1, 2, stop, go process. It is not a number of steps. It is a number of steps that work in a flowing pattern. So when you hit a baseball, everything is moving together. What we call that in QSM3, we call that in baseball, is called connectivity. Connectivity is maximum energy, least effort, and most production. Most production means hitting contact on the sweet spots. So in a correction, in a swing of a dynamic correction, in a baseball swing, in a spinal correction, two things must occur. Number one is you need to have everything moving together in the body in a flowing system to get maximum energy. And then the second piece that you need is to be able to hit the sweet spot on the contact point, okay? And that is the ball against the bat, or the golf ball against the golf face. In chiropractic, in QSM3, it's being at the proper angle to the resistance. So the first thing that we're going to see when we get to the table and we have a patient on the table is just like you would set up and take a couple swings, just like you would take a couple swings, you're in the batter box, is getting up to a person and taking a couple swings, getting that motion, getting your mass against the person, getting your arms at extension, getting your feet at the right place. All this is what you do. And then the second piece is feeling that resistance, just checking out the terrain. Where is the resistance? Where is the maximum resistance pressure? Where is the maximum place to do it? Where is the angle at which, when you put your mass against it, just like a bumper of a car, if the bumper of a car is down low, you would get down low. If the bumper of the car was up here, you would set your mass up here and you'd be up high. Resistance pathways are no different. You have to be at the right angle. So as you're checking out the swing, what you want to do is you want to feel for that resistance, move your body up and down, feel where you connect, connectivity. Your body connecting to the patient has to occur as the second piece of the process. So process number one is the doctor connectivity, the doctor connecting through the process. The second piece is the doctor connecting to the patient and giving most amount of energy, no depth, least amount of effort, and connecting on that sweet spot. So So here we are. We don't have a patient, so we're going to use a bowling ball, just for fun. So one of the first things that occurs for me is that I used to adjust up on the platform. The problem with up on the platform is you need a whole lot more effort to move resistance because you're driving it down into the body. And tensegrity, meaning where the body has to pop up against itself, is counterproductive. You're pushing down and you want the body to pop up. So one of the things that I realized is I had a big misalignment. I needed to step off the platform for it. And I was like, wow, feel this resistance. And I noticed that resistant pathways aren't like this, where you're coming down on it. They're actually like this. They move in the A to P, P to A plane. P to A to P plane. So when I adjust somebody, one of the first things that I do is I always have my contact foot and my contact hand are always together. So the right foot, because I'm a righty adjuster, if you adjust lefty, you'll use the left foot forward. It would be more like this. All right? If you adjust lefty and righty, then you'll switch the foot. But 99% of the time, I keep my right foot up there. Every once in a while, I get a little fatigued at my age, so I have to switch up my feet. Okay? So that is the first thing, is getting a good stance. Now, you don't know where you need to be. You don't need to be here. Do you need to be here? Sometimes I even get my foot all the way back here planted against against the wall. And the reason for that is because the further I make this spread here allows me to get down lower. Some resistance is very, very steep, and you need to get down against it. All right? So you don't want to really have this leg too much bent, so I kind of extend it out. All right? So as I come, all my weight right now is on my back foot. Everything's on my back foot. My right foot is barely handling anything. So that's my first step. Remember the practice swings. We're going to come in. The practice swings, one of the things that occurs during the practice swing is you connect your hands together and you feel where your mass is. Now my mass right now is right here. All right? So that's the spot that I want to set up against the resistance once I find it. So I get my hands together, get that motion, I get my mass going, and I feel the resistance, feeling the terrain. Where is the resistance? So the hands come together, the arms go to full extension, and watch what happens from there. Once I get full extension, then I get my body mass against this thing, and it's only my mass that moves from here until I touch the resistance. Once I touch the resistance, I'm going to plow the field. That's what I call it, is drive with the mass until it comes to, the resistance comes to complete tension, and then from there, it's the wrist lever. Okay, so let's go through that step by step. The first step is the foot plant. The second step is moving our mass, which starts putting the weight on the front foot. So the back foot could actually come off the heel and onto the ball of the foot. The arms come together, which is extension of the arms. We get up against it. We hit contact. We move through it with our mass because everything is connected. We have our mass and our arms and everything is moving. And then we break the resistance. Now, when the arms come together, what I told you is you need full extension. For full extension in QSM3, we have a push-pull. The contact arm pushes to fully out, and the non-contact arm pulls all the way back, just like a tricep pull. But it's a push-pull, and what that does is create a dynamic motion of maximum power. Not a pull-pull, which is no power, or a push-push, which is no power, or least power, both of those. You do get power, of course. Okay, so as we come forward, the mass goes on my front of my foot. I come forward, and then I break resistance. So we have foot plant, as in baseball. In baseball, we have hip explosion. So instead of hip explosion, we have mass. Hip explosion is the same thing. That's where the mass of the body is. Only our mass, when we're driving a correction and breaking resistance, come from right here. All right? As the hands come together, the arms come together, this one pulls back, this one pushes, this one pulls back. So we have this push-pull. Push, pull. Contact push, non-contact pull. I get up against the resistance. I got my mass. I drive through it. Notice I'm not going down. I'm almost rolling the resistance, just like this head would roll. The head should not move. Get the resistance to its maximum point, and then push-pull through it, mass through it, wrist lever through it, and break the resistance. Thank you. I'm Dr. Russell Friedman.